Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745, continuing my playthrough of Railway Empire, the German DLC. I'm playing it with my good friend, the new IKB. Say hi, IKB.
Hi, everyone.
And he's going to be advising me, answering questions from the chat. If you have a question about railways, particularly about some of this stuff, but just railways in general, please post them in the comments below, and we'll get to them in the future video as best we can. He is an expert on railway development, railway military history. And on that, just before we're starting the episode, Arno had a question. IKB, wasn't the Paris gun on rails? So what do you want to tell us about the Paris gun?
Right, thankfully, I have got my my reference book on super guns that has some details on the Paris gun, and was transported by rail, of course. When they actually got to their site where they were setting it up, before the actual gun and its carriage arrived, they basically dug a big pit into the ground and built this giant turntable base plate for it out of like pizza slices, essentially, or more like a giant cake slice sort of sunk into the ground, and that had a turntable mount on top of that had essentially a cutout through the middle with that the railway lines could run through. So they brought the gun up on its big cradle with one set of bogies at the front, one set of bogies at the back, and the gun and its carriage sort of slung between the two. They pushed it through so it was sat in the midpoint of this turntable, and then they turned the turntable under the gun through 90 degrees, and then actually were able to lower the gun onto the turntable and essentially bolt it down so it had a fixed solid firing position that was built into a foundation in the ground, and it was then fired from that.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Okay, cool. And use that turntable to aim it, I'm guessing. So
yeah, so you could rotate it through theoretically 360 degrees, but it wasn't actually unlike some railway guns of the time and later, it wasn't actually fired. I don't think it was ever actually fired from its railway wheels, as it were. It was always lowered onto this turntable to give it the proper support and stability that such a big gun with this insanely long barrel that essentially has a mini suspension bridge arm holding it up with cables to stop the barrel drooping.
Right. Yes, it was a very, very significant engineering feat, and an age that really thought of, because when it was designed before air bombing was really the thing that it was going to become. It was sort of what was needed, and it's sort of pushing that to the extreme. Okay, so we're going to connect these up here. Connect Essen and Cologne. There we go. So now we have that. Let's throw on a train here so that they can get meat and cheese and boots, as well as passengers. And so now we have this circular pattern of moving things. Okay, we've got that. So we're good until 1856. And we want to get Hesse 240, which looks like we're on a good path to doing that there. Well, we know that they could use, where is, why am I just not seeing it in the middle of everything? Oh no, they're talking about the province, not the city. That's right. They're talking about this being Hesse. It's a total territory. It's not the city Hesse or anything. But so we are increasing our population, but not cities that big. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that. They're all still up. Nobody wants that. We've connected all of our cities in our area of operation. Don't know whether we should grow more towards the south in Switzerland or come north next. Major growth. Hamburg. Another. No. Yeah, no, we don't have the money for it. Anybody? Even. Hanover, Hamburg. Yeah, that's. Brunswick is probably the way to go. Very good. Thanks for posting the link, IKB. Now let's add another train from Cologne to there. What is Essen need for? Okay, no demand yet for pigs. Got all the wheat. They could use potatoes, wood. Getting sausage now coming in. So we have logs down here. Where do we have potatoes? I know we have some way over here. Okay, let's see if we can do. Okay, I think we can probably do that. Let's go from here to here. But yeah, that looks good. And we'll add one of these. And we'll come another one from here to here. Now I want, before we go, okay, well, where are you going? Okay, here we're looking at rail. We're gonna specify some of those guys to use the other railway line that isn't overly full. And let's go from here to there. And, well, let's go back to here, but here, don't pick anything up. Don't want to fill the train up. We want you rolling empty to here to feed up into there. And we'll also do a Tyson. Flying Cigar of Paris. We are soon going to blow up. Recently successful attempt to fly an engine-powered airship. Ah, okay. Taken place by Henry Gifford. Presented his 44-meter-long airship, the Gifford 1, when he flew a distance of 27 kilometers from Paris to Trappes. The airship is some kind of elongated balloon filled with hydrogen as the gas is lighter than air. The vessels. Okay. Oh, very early Zeppelin type thing. Don't know that it was rigid, but was it powered? And let's. Okay, your path is to there. On your way back, stop at Kessel, but again, don't pick up anything. That way we'll at least. And yeah, we can use that track on the stop back. And you're going all the way there, so on the way back, we go to there, and then Kessel, and again at Kessel, we don't want you picking up anything. We want an empty train to pick up whatever from the warehouse is needed.
Right. Gamer,
Sure.
have you got a train that goes all the way around your big loop yet?
No, and I was thinking about that. Think that'd be an idea?
Might be.
Yeah, okay. Well, we can do that. Well, yeah, Frankfurt. Well, which? Well, let's see. One maybe each way. And I think what we're going to do is just go to the cities. They don't pick up any of the cargo from the warehouses. Hopefully go fast. It looks like it'll loop around. Let's look at the.
Can you set it up so it will only take freight? Let's not take freight. It'll only take passengers and
mail. Yes, we can.
Mail.
Yes, we can do that. We can do this. So no goods at all. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we'll do that, and let's. Well, let's come over here before we pick a train for that. We do have this guy. Is he going to be much faster than? He's going to be a little faster, or do we want to? We want to wait for that speedy guy. We'll get the UDA 222 once we can, and add that. We'll do it in a current train, but that'll get us up to 49 miles per hour, and it'll be an express. But for now, let's yeah, go with this. And well, Just stuck loading. Everything's filled up. Okay, come on. Keep moving. This is a busy station here. Well, mentioning that. Well, does that work? No, that doesn't work. We haven't connected that up entirely. No, this will work better. There we go. That'll work. That'll be for the best. And we can also, do we want to? Well, let's let it go first. Waiting for the track to clear. Okay, there we go.
It might be worth adding some more signals to try and solve these track clearance problems.
I don't know how much that was just simply that we've just dropped another train into the midst of the whatever was already working versus track clearance problems. I think it's this triangular thing up here is our main issue, because we have the train on the bridge waiting there. We can see that. So I don't, just adding a few more feet isn't really gonna solve too much. But we'll wait till we get past this. And the real problem is if the section, each of the triangle sections. Oh, what is? No. Okay, we're back here. Here, if these aren't long enough to actually hold a train stopped here without blocking something else going by, so we're not. I don't want to add. Is this our train? No, that isn't our train. Or here. No, here we are. And these things. So I don't. If these aren't that long, I don't want to get a. I want to get a traffic jam, a true proper one, as opposed to a delay. Well, we're moving at 40 miles an hour, or we were. As we take the train beside the Rhine River. I don't know if that's the Rhine, but it's probably is. They need to stick more castles on these rivers. Because before the trains, rivers were the primary means of transportation. And I was informed that a lot of the castles grew up as a taxing system. They would control that section of the Rhine and say, hey, you're coming through here, you need to pay us money. Yeah. To move your goods by. That was one of the reasons, at least for the numerous castles. So we're getting a bunch more trains. So very good. A bunch more cars. So that's where we are here. Missing equipment. They need supply tower. And they could maybe, yeah, I don't know if we need one there, but now we've gotten 1,000,000 marks here. So we've got to think about adding more territories. Well, I sort of want to cut off my competitors, so I don't want to go here just yet. But let's look down here. Oh, they want 4,000,000 for that right now. What is territory? Baden-Württemberg. Okay, that's a lot. These are all getting a lot. Okay, 1,000,008. Obviously, that's too far away. Oh, we could do that, but that just Oldenburg. Nothing I really need there for resources. Could try to come here, Brandenburg into there, into Weimar. Well, that would get us our salt that we need badly up here.
Should we go for the salt then?
I think so. I think so. So we're gonna have to come across the river, but that doesn't look like too big of a hassle. Okay, so this is cheap. We're gonna buy this, or buy access to this is really more of what we're doing. Okay, I think we can. Oh no, it doesn't want us to do this. What? What? Didn't I just buy access to this? Oh. Okay, did it not? There we go. There we go. I hope. Yes. Okay, so looking for alignment. Leipzig is over there. Zwickau? I don't know. Down that way. And then we got mountains. So we're going to look at a horizontal alignment. Ooh, that's some rough mountains there. Okay. There we go. Now, that side or this side? Let's do that. Bit awkward, but there we go. Now let's just drop in a cheap train station here. And come in. No. Let's do our No. Parallel track it. There we go. So we can use one supply tower. So I don't, for a $40,000 train station, I don't need a 30,000 or mark. Railway connection or supply tower. Just okay, we're gonna have to let this roll for a bit, I think. Let's sort of plan out the. Oh, we don't need a bridge here. Let's. Okay, so as soon as we earn the money, we're going to go with that. That way we can connect through here. We can have salt dumped at the warehouse as well as pork, and those can feed up to here. Okay, that looks like a good path. How much was that again? Do we need? Okay, 120. Now the second track will still be expensive, but not as bad because we don't have the major bridge there. And no, we're waiting for 300 to get to the almost. Okay, well, let's get that.
Just a thought, gamer.
Sure.
Could you do you think it might be worth buying a state on the other side of buying access to a state on the other side of Germany and setting up a separate network there that isn't connected?
Well,
and then working them towards each other, like.
Yeah, I get that, and that would be a good idea. But what happens is once you put a railway station in a town, you can't add another railway station to another town until you connect this town railway station to your network.
Right. It won't let you build unconnected.
Yeah,
separate
towns.
lines then.
Yeah, now I could do that.
A town has.
Yeah. I could add other, farm ones or resource ones or whatever, but not that. So I can't do that. But that would be a cool idea. But that, in the game mechanics, is limiting that. Okay, so we gotta wait. It's going to be expensive. But at least we don't have to double pay for the bridge. No, I don't have the money for it. Yeah, well, we can at least put on our signal tower, or signals, not towers, but signals. That's right. So, we still don't have a. Any engines to run on these. but we will soon. Okay, so this warehouse needs to be set up so that it takes pigs, store up as much as you want, and it will take salt. Store up a bunch of salt. Oh, and we can add, which I've been forgetting to do, maintenance sheds to these places. Probably forgot to do that to a bunch. The guy I picked gets them for free, so might as well put at least all the major towns. Okay, so we will go from Weimar, Kessel, make sure we're on that track. We can. Oh, when are we going to get this? Next few days. We're going to wait a few days. Just buy the new engine, the fast new engine. No, we don't have enough money for that. Come on, first of the month. There we go. Now we're going to go with that. Go very fast. And no. Add locomotive. This guy. Okay, he's going to run that. Now we're going to run freight line from here to here. And it's going to run the much cheaper but still fairly quick one of those. And we're going to run another one. No, let's do this from here to here to feed to there, because it could use both the pork, pigs, and the salt. So for the only thing it has is the pigs to move, but it'll soon have that. Oh, and the big looping one, that is this one. I don't know. No. No. Did it go from Frankfurt? Yeah, it went from Frankfurt. That's right. Okay. There we go. This is the round loop one. That's it. That's what I want to do. This one we're going to upgrade to this faster train. So I want this to be an express service. And let's see it now that we're going 47, 48 miles an hour. Remember before we were peaking up at around 40 at really good conditions. Yeah, slowing down at the station that we're gonna let off passengers and get new passengers. anything up here. I don't know what I... Okay, that's like a oil tank, I guess.
Which green thing where, gamer?
Oh, it was above the, on the supply tower in the center. And I think it was green because it was meant to be a copper tank of some sort.
Might be the, probably be the oil, yeah.
Yeah. Because as opposed to the big wooden thing is a big wooden tank on the side. That's for the water, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, they're waiting for that. So let's see if we stick in some signals there in the middle. That may help the flow a little bit. Now that we've done that, let's do another. I'm going to set up another rail line. We're going to start also from Frankfurt. This time we're going to go this way in the opposite direction around the circle. And we're going to, no, freight. Keep it light. Keep it passengers. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think that's the busiest station, but we could. And we're going to add one of these new holders. So it's going to go fast. Well, yeah, we'll take a conductor. And you know what we're going to do here is let's steal a speedy stoker. Let's see what's up here. Let's see if we can add a fast stoker to this other one. Yeah, that's the other circle. Okay. That's already there we go. So now they'll go super fast. Once they get going. Yeah, because they're already up in 54 miles per hour. This guy's busy. Well, 40% track usage. Okay, I think we could free that up by a couple of signals there. And we may need a supply tower. Where's a... Let's do it over here. Just, I know we have one there, but it's just a bit longer distance.
Maybe we should make the train station in Castle bigger.
Yeah, Okay, we'll do that. Now here, if we can delete this without deleting too much other stuff. Here, now we want to do this side first because this is the more extreme angle. And back that to say go this direction. There we go. So that will get that side. I could try just simply connect it and it might look prettier, but by doing it this way, if I for some reason decide to run a line, oh I don't know, over probably with the mountains it won't be, but it just, I could expand width or add in another thing, and it's a little easier to do that, but we only need to do that. There we go. And here. Pretty straight, good. I've tried going into signal mode, and I can't delete this here. Change signal. Oh, remove signal. Maybe control. Nope, it's not like. Oh, well, it did. Okay, great. It did. We were suggesting that earlier, and that did work. Great. So now I want to come here, put this signal here. There we go. Yeah, that hopefully will work well enough. Let's put, well, we have another bit of track that we haven't dealt with correctly yet. Okay, now back for more signals. Don't enter unless it's clear. Don't enter. No. There we go. So they only enter if it's clear. And that will also allow us to add Weimar to Frankfurt. Oh, and let's go back. Can we specify that without messing things up? Yeah, good. Get them to a less used. Get that going. Less used track, and say, well, you didn't go that way as well. And it's also, well, that's good. But they're picking up food needed for Frankfurt. Now they're going, they should be getting salt now. Good. So they're getting some salt. Well, no, they're not getting salt yet. No, that isn't the one. This guy maybe. Yeah. Here. Warehouse. Priority. Don't want to not say take pork products. They should have salt. Yeah. Unloaded. Why are you being unloaded? Oh, now you're being loaded. Good. Where is this? No, we're just not needing milk yet that much. Looks like we have a bit of a delay here. Okay, yeah, we have a jam here, basically. You're the Great Circle route. Fine, good. You're waiting for... Throw in another signal to make sure you're getting going past that.
Add another signal in front of the train that's heading towards the tunnel.
Yeah, got one there. You'll see it come in just a second. What I'm looking to do here is, okay, this one here, what we can do is move you off to one of these barely used once you get there. Routes. Okay, hopefully that will clear things momentarily. I think next time we're going to move you over to there. Yeah. Okay, our reach has grown. Our efficiency has grown. We should be getting salt soon, if not already. No, potatoes. There's salt. Next time, I'm way out there. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna go back around, be there, okay. Yeah, okay, that's what you're doing, I guess. They changed the track, you're just like, oh, I need to go over there to unload. Oh, I thought you were gonna just finish your unloading there. Oh, well. Well, delay with salt. Well, I think we're going to end the episode here. I want to thank IKB. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to...
Thank you for having me, Gamer.
No problem. You're very helpful. And I want you to please post questions, comments, suggestions, tips for me or for IKB questions. We will answer them the next time we play. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. Thanks so much. See you next time for more historical gaming.